So, what is the difference between liking somebody and then being attracted to them?
There's a huge difference in that. You could like any and everybody. There's very few people that you will be attracted to in life. And that's just my opinion. It's the same thing of some people like shrimp. But some people are attracted to shrimp. Like whenever they go out and go to different places, if you got shrimp, they want it. So it's the same thing in a relationship or meeting someone. You can like what you like, but being attracted to them is a different level of it. It's just different, you know? So when you ask me what's the difference between liking and attraction,
Well, we're not asking, is there a difference? There's clearly a difference. We said, what?
what is the difference? Liking someone is holding the door for them. Being attracted to someone is actually pursuing them. Or should I say attracting? If you're attracted to someone, you're going to pursue that person.
Right.
Liking someone, you might hold the door for them.
I mean, you're not wrong. Because there's a guy, and most of them, they nice, right? Oh, there's something.
What do you mean? Nice is good.
No, yeah, I mean, no, it's not a bad thing. But then are you necessarily, like, sexually attracted to them? Like, not so much.
I'm never attracted to guys, so I wouldn't. Well, I have to throw that out there. We're in Atlanta. I have to.
All right, anyway. Like, he's super nice, treats me well, all the good stuff. And
Right.
it's like, past hand holding, I feel like I'm holding hands with my brother.
Woo! That's deep. I pour a shot of Douce. Shout out to Jay-Z and Rock Nation. Because that's deep. No, that's deep. That's deep. But I don't believe men, and now we're getting to the nitty-gritty of certain things, I don't believe men know that. You know what I mean? Like what you just said. I believe how you treat a woman, how you talk to a woman is based upon how she may interact with you. So obviously a man may made you feel that way in the sense of like, okay, I like him, but as far as it goes, attraction and holding his hand and doing other things with him, he felt like my brother. You know what I mean? So I can relate to that.
And I'll be honest, not most men can't take that.
Can't take what?
That saying like, hey, so I like you, I'm just not attracted to you, like that.
Because those are men, let me explain.
Or let me finish.
No, I want to say something.
Okay, I know you do. Go ahead.
Those are men who don't live in a mind of abundance. That's why they can't take that. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If men who live in a mind of abundance, they're not paying attention to what you say. Because they know how the life cycle goes. It's like you, another motherfucker, her, this, that, da-da-da. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of men don't live that way. They don't live in a mind of abundance.
Okay,
so
but
you
a lot
might
of men don't, so let's go with the majority here.
Okay.
And the majority is, they cannot take that. They try to convince you, like, well, no, maybe.
I'm the best.
Huh?
That's what they say. I'm the best. I'm it. I'm da-da-da.
Well, if you just try, or, you know, or they'll bring it up Okay, so there was another guy, right? Conversation is great. Like, literally, like, we had talk all day, phone conversation, FaceTime, great, all that. And he came to visit me for the weekend.
That's
Not here, but you know.
No, we're just talking.
And I really did try. I was like, okay, no, Linda, he's a nice guy. Like, let's try. And like I said, I felt like I was holding hands with my brother. And so I guess he kind of noticed the shift when he left, right? Because I'm like, oh God, this is awful.
You ain't smashed cheeks, okay.
I don't know.
I'm just asking. I mean,
If I don't even like
I'm just saying.
the majority. You're right. Okay. Anyway, majority would still. But when we had that conversation, I was like, you know, I just don't think that you're it for me. And then he still to this day brings this up. So like we're cool and cordial.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like if I make a little rant or something on Instagram or whatever, he'd be like, yeah, well, we know. Cause he's just not he just isn't it for you, right? Or like shit like that.
Yeah,
and I'm
just
like,
teasing you on some brotherly shit of what you felt.
Right, and I'm like, see, why you gotta make this awkward all the time and bring that back up? Like, I get to y'all as jokey, but it gets, I don't know, like, for lack of a better word, almost like creepy, like annoying. Like, why do you have? So see, and then that's why we just ghost y'all, because then that way they don't have to talk to you anymore.
There you go.
Don't talk to you anymore, then you ain't gotta worry about it.
There you go with the Casper shit. My point is this: a woman can identify what she wants and what she likes from the time she meet the person, right? But after she has the interaction, that's when she decides whether or not if she's attracted to you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe women can evaluate that situation like that at that time. I think sometimes women go by, oh, he's cute, oh, he's tall, he's this, he's that, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
And then after they interact and see what your conversation is about, they size up at that point what your mental is like. And I'm not judging like where you're going in life or what your bank account look like or what car you drive. I'm just basically saying in your mind like, oh no, you might not do it for me. You know what I mean? Like, women makes that decision at that point.
Right, no, but...
Because you didn't know that or recognize that until he holds your hand and he came here.
Mm-hmm.
Before then, you were like, oh, okay, I smash cheeks with this nigga, but I'm gonna see what it's like before I get to that point.
Mm-hmm.
Then when you got to that point, you like, no, you ain't worthy of me. You see how fast it changed from a like to an attraction? It changed. So I'm not saying that women are wrong for that. I'm just basically saying that I believe women should allow a man to know. Did you tell him before he left or no?
No, I told him when.
After he left.
Well, no, because I mean, I was still evaluating. Like, I was still trying to process it for me. Like,
right.
Okay, like, do you need maybe like more time, or you know, like, what was it? Like, what was it, right? Because even sometimes, like, you can meet somebody and it's great and dandy and sparks are all there, and then later on, like, oh, we talked to him like a little bit more or whatever, and he'd be like, oh my God, what was wrong with me that day?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why I always feel like, especially in the day now where, you know, Twitter and Instagram, long distance is more common, I feel like that initial, you know, we be talking for 6 months and all that shit's great, but at the end of the day, until we have that, we need to see, do we have that in person? Do we have that chemistry? Do I want to be like, hey, you know, versus like, oh my God, like, I don't know.
So you're cool with long distance relationships, but once you meet the person, if they don't fall in line with the description of what fits you, you're like,
I mean, I would think that that's normal in a relationship where we was meeting then, like, but that is just quicker.
No, I'm just saying.
And it's not as hard because, okay, if I meet you, you're nice on my eyes, okay, great. Right. We go to dinner and you tell me that you only eat seafood, and I'm like, oh, you a pescatarian, and he tells me, no, I don't think there's no name for it. Now I no longer am attracted to you either.
Wow, I don't get that.
What? All right, that's done. All right, that's done. And then clear cut.
Was that told to you?
Yes.
What was his name? Why we can't shout out him? We shout out everybody else. Why we can't shout his name?
We don't dignify.
We don't need to do that. Okay, so we can't.
We don't dignify stupidity.
So we can't do that.
Like, you just thought that you were just that fucking grand.
He gonna know
no,
you.
I don't think
he gonna know.
And he'll be alright.
He gonna know you was talking about.
Okay, he'll be alright.
He gonna be mad.
He'll be alright.
He gonna call you too.
And he will be alright.
Hey, I seen that there.
I'm glad you did. Be blessed.
I said, you were wrong.
I hope you still.
He gonna be like, what you talking
well.
about me? Or what was his name? Gertrude.
Gertrude is.
No, it's a man's name. Gertrude.
Gertrude. I would never date nobody named Gertrude, so hell no.
No, man.
Fucking Bartholomew, no. What?
Yeah.